my sister faked a pregnancy to steal a married man. Everyone thought I was crazy for questioning my own sister's pregnancy. She'd spent years telling us she never wanted kids, said motherhood was a trap, said she'd rather travel, party, disappear. Then suddenly, at 29, she announces she's pregnant and engaged to a man none of us had ever met in person. At first, I tried to be supportive. I helped plan the baby shower. I paid for decorations. I even defended her when our parents whispered that something felt off. But the cracks started showing fast. Every ultrasound photo was cropped weird. Every update came with excuses about why no one could come to the appointments. And every time I asked to meet her fiancé, there was always a reason it couldn't happen yet. Then one night, after too many drinks at a family party, she accidentally showed me her phone gallery while trying to prove how real everything was. I noticed something she didn't. The same hospital background in multiple photos with different dates, identical shadows, identical clock time in the reflection. That's when my stomach dropped. I waited weeks before saying anything. I needed proof. So I did what everyone told me not to do. I searched her fiancé's name through every database I could access and found absolutely nothing. No social media, no records, no history. That's when I checked the ultrasound metadata. Every photo was downloaded from a cloud storage account that didn't belong to her. I confronted her quietly, calmly, gently, and that's when she broke down crying, but not the way you'd expect. She didn't deny it. She just kept saying she had no other choice, that this was the only way to keep him. I asked her who him was. She told me his name. And that's when I realized the man she was trying to keep was already married. Then she whispered the part that turned my blood cold. The baby wasn't just fake. It wasn't hers either. And the real mother had no idea her life was being used as leverage. I didn't confront the real mother right away. I sat with the truth for 3 days, watching my sister smile at family dinners while everyone rubbed her fake baby bump made of layered sweaters and lies. She was getting everything she ever wanted: attention, sympathy, money. My parents had already transferred $5,000 for nursery furniture. Her fiancé had moved into a new apartment for their future. And the real mother was still living a life completely unaware it was being used as blackmail currency. I found her through the metadata. Same clinic, same doctor, same ultrasound batch number. I sent a single message from a fake account. I asked her if she knew her images were being shared. She thought it was a scam. So I sent proof. She replied in under a minute. She said the man in question was her husband, not ex, not separated, her current husband. They had been trying for years to conceive. This was their miracle pregnancy. The baby my sister was claiming was the reason this man wouldn't leave her. He had told my sister the baby was his leverage to return to his marriage. She had stolen it so he could never fully escape. At that moment, everything made sense. The fake hospital visits, the sudden secrecy, the constant need for money. My sister wasn't pretending to be pregnant for attention. She was doing it to compete with a real unborn child. The real mother asked me one question that still makes my stomach turn. Is she planning to keep pretending after the baby is born? Because that's when the plan would have completely collapsed. Once the real child existed in the world, there would be two babies with the same timeline, same medical images, same story. One alive, one imaginary. I confronted my sister that night. No screaming, no accusations, just facts. I showed her the messages. She didn't cry this time. She got angry. She told me I had ruined everything. She said the baby was supposed to make him choose her permanently. She said once he left his wife, she was going to figure out the rest. I asked her how. She told me she would miscarry publicly and say the stress killed the baby. She had rehearsed it. She already knew what sympathy posts she would write, what photos she would upload, what lie she would use for the timeline. And then she told me the most terrifying part. She said if the real baby lived, her plan failed. She never said what she would do, but she never had to. I went straight to the real mother's house with everything: the screenshots, the lies, the ultrasound theft, the emotional blackmail. Her husband was there when I arrived. He tried to deny it at first, until the timestamps proved he had been maintaining two emotional lives at once, one built on reality, one built on deception. His wife didn't scream. She didn't cry. She just stared at him and asked who he was during the moments she was asleep beside him. That night didn't end with yelling. It ended with silence. 2 days later, restraining orders were filed. The husband was removed from the home, and transport protection was put in place for the real mother through her clinic due to the risk. Then came the fallout. My sister announced her miscarriage online exactly the way she said she would. Same wording, same grief post, same candle photo she had bookmarked months earlier. The family mourned. Donations poured in. But this time, the real mother spoke publicly. And when truth meets a fabricated tragedy, it detonates. The story broke faster than anyone expected. Screenshots hit group chats, then forums, then people who had donated demanded refunds. The hospital confirmed the images were stolen. The husband was fired within the week. My sister's fiance never defended her. Once exposed, he disappeared completely. No goodbye. No explanation. My sister lost everything in 36 hours. Friends, family, reputation. She tried to contact me once afterward. She sent one message: "You didn't have to destroy me." I never replied. Because the truth is, she destroyed herself the moment she tried to build a future on someone else's unborn child. And the real baby? She was born 6 months later, healthy, safe, untouched by the lie that almost consumed her. Some endings don't need revenge. They just need the truth to survive.